So anyway, thank you to all of you who served our country. Thank you to all of you that serve today. And thank you to all of you that support those who serve our country. So, yeah. $25. All right. I would pay $25 for some doggone fly repellent right now. These flies are eating me alive out here in Norco. It is 4th of July weekend. I hope that you are all having a wonderful weekend. This is the perfect weekend to do a Glock Box opening, celebrate our freedoms. We live in the most wonderful country in the world, you know, where we get to bitch about, I wouldn't want to pay $25 for this when there are people starving all over the world. Welcome back, everybody, to a very special episode of a Tac Pack unboxing. And if you haven't noticed by the title of the video or the shirt I'm wearing from the Glock Box 2.0, this is the Glock Box 3.0. I'm very, very excited about this, and you can't stop it.
It's the way she dances, makes Shawty alright for me.
Can't stop it. You cannot stop it. Next subject.
That's right, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. TacPack is on fire this year. I think there was like maybe 2 months that were marginally questionable, but holy cow, I love TacPack. All right, so here is our TacPack list of things. It says, welcome to our 3rd annual Glock Box presented by TacPack. This year's pack has some real heavy hitters. And speaking of heavy hitters, if you missed this box, then you missed out.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. So, anyway, we'll just dig right into it. The first thing that they offered us is an ETS mag. Now, I'm kind of jealous. You know, I think 2 people right now have their Glock Box 3.0 reviews up online, and this one's just their standard kind of a smoky, clear one. I saw they were sending out blue ones to people. Like, what the hell, TacPack? But you can always use Glock 17 mags because, you know, more mags, more play. It's like, nah, gonna have a good time.
Hey, who wants to play?
So who doesn't love a Fat Albert reference? Now, they have these listed as at $20. You can get them on Gun Mag Warehouse right now in blue or red or this kind of weird, it's like a smoky color, clear, for $15. So, yeah, you know, they're pretty close. You know, it's times like this that I really think that TacPack is actually paying attention to our constructive criticism. Because they're actually putting prices on, like, this Glock Box that are super, super close to what you would normally get them for. Like, ETS mags are normally $20. It just so happens that Gun Mag Warehouse has them on sale right now for $15. But I do check all the prices and everything before I do my reviews, just so I know, you know, what's off, what's not. And on this one, I think there were only like 3 items that were, you know, marginal. This is off by $5, you know, so it's like, whatever. And the next thing that they sent us was the TTI Grandmaster connector and spring kit.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
You know, it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Just a little Grandmaster flash to go with your Grandmaster connector and spring kit. This will reduce your trigger pull from about 5.5, 6, 7, depending on your Glock, down to between 3 and 5 pounds. So, you know, first thing I do when I get a Glock is I pull all the internals out and I polish them with, you know, the mother's aluminum polish and a little Dremel with a little buffer thing. Get those things shiny so they're super slick. But I do have 2 new Glocks that I am building this year. I built one last year, my Glock 34-17L hybrid. I just wanted to see, I've always wanted a 17L, and you can't buy one. You can't get one. They're not around. They're unicorns, and it does actually kind of look like a unicorn. It looks a little goofy. Shoots wonderfully, though. Okay, the TTI Grandmaster Flash connector rod they have listed at $45. You can get the same one from Ghost for $35. And I like Ghost Industries. You can get the exact same kit, so I don't know why they just didn't go with the Ghost Industries one, but hey, I like it. It will definitely go on my next build. Yeah, it's a little bit off, but we're going to talk about Kentucky windage in a moment. And that brings us to the Steel City Industry mid-height fiber sights. I like the sights, don't get me wrong, but for $5 more, TacPack.
$5? I don't know. What are you doing with your life where you have hours of time to watch Twitch and not $5?
For $5 more, you could have gotten us the tritium fiber optic that actually glow in the dark. TacPack, talk to this company called True Glow for $5 more.
$5?
You could have gotten us actual glow in the dark TFO sights. I'm not complaining yet. These are nice sights. They come with red and green. They're all metals. Personally, I like green. I'm not hating on the red folks, but I like the green. The funny thing about these, you don't need an actual like rear sight tool to install these, which is great, because they have a little dimple in the side. So all you have to do is just take a pin and a little tiny hammer, like a roll pin, and a little hammer. You can tap these into place. Okay, now these mid-height sights, they go for $55, and like I said, 15 times.
$5?
$5 more. But they're designed that if you have like an RMR sight or whatever red dot on your pistol, that you can co-witness through these. So that's nice. Then they sent us a Bastion custom rear plate for your Glock. This one is the Gadsden snake that says "Don't tread on me." So, like I said in last year's Glock Box, rear plates are something that's very personal, something that you customize for yourself. But you know what? They did it right 2 years in a row. I don't know what they're going to do for Glock Box 4 if they decide to include one of these. Because last year, they chose the American flag, which is a perfect idea for everybody. And then this year, they put the Gadsden snake, "Don't tread on me." Another great safe call. Something all gun owners can get behind. I guess if I had a suggestion for next year's, maybe they can have like a 2A, and then in the background, and then in the front, it could say "shall not be infringed." Something like that. Just suggestions for next year, TacPack. If you're looking for the, some other Glock Box stuff. And maybe TFO sights. Something that glows in the dark.
$5?
Alright, that's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that.
Alright, they have these listed at $15. You can pretty much get these, 10 to 20 bucks is pretty much the going rate. 12 to 17, I guess, for rear plates. But they're nice. I like them. And the next thing that they sent us was also from Bastion, which is a Glock magazine tool. Comes in a very nice case. So if you've ever had to add a like a base plate or remove your base plate, or like on my Glock 27, it came with a 9-round mag, but I wanted to add that little +1, so you can actually get your pinky on on the pistol when you're shooting it. And you know, I had the dickens of a time. And you know, I had the dickens of a time. And you know, I had the dickens of a time trying to get those doggone plates off the bottom using just my, you know, front sight tool thing and trying to move things around and just to get the +1 on. So now my my little Glock 27 can carry 10 rounds. This would have been nice back then. But hey, you guys have it now. Look, it's super easy. You just, you know, click this in. There's a little button on the bottom of your magazines. I was gonna bring my Glock 27 mags out and I forgot to, but anyway, you just click this in here and then you just pull the base plate off, and then here's your standard just, you know, a roll pin punch. So basically with this little punch right here, you can take your Glock completely apart. It's nice. They have this listed at $25. It's nice. I wouldn't pay $25 for this.
I'd buy that for $1.
I would pay $25 for some doggone fly repellent right now. These flies are eating me alive out here in Norco. It is 4th of July weekend. I hope that you are all having a wonderful weekend. This is the perfect weekend to do a Glock box opening, celebrate our freedoms. We live in the most wonderful country in the world, you know, where we get to bitch about, I wouldn't want to pay $25 for this when there are people starving all over the world. So anyway, thank you to all of you who served our country. Thank you to all of you that serve today, and thank you to all of you that support those who serve our country. So, yeah, $25. All right.
I'd buy that for $1.
And the third time is the charm for Bastion. Boy, this is just a Bastion box. This is a Bastion Glock front sight tool. I have like 2 of these right now, but I couldn't tell you where they're at. So this is just for the tip, you know, just for the tip, just to see how it feels.
And all the while, you're just really wondering, are we going to get hopped up enough to make some bad decisions? And perhaps play a little game called Just the Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels. Or, ouch, ouch, you're on my hair.
Okay.
Okay, can you put that so he can't see it? And thank you. Hey, Janice, great talk.
I love that scene from Wedding Crashers. Thank you, Bastion. I am actually going to keep this in the next item in the little kit, which is what I should have done with my other 2. I think one of them is rolling around in my range bag, and I think the other one is sitting on my workbench, the last place that I was goofing around with the Glocks, you know, building stuff, modifying stuff, changing out sights. It has a little magnet in here, and if any of you have ever seen the little nut that comes, or the little screw that comes with the front sights, they're ridiculous. There's absolutely no way to really effectively get those things on without one of these. And you know, it's square, so you can get a good purchase on this thing. Get your front sight in. These things, they go for $8 online, and you know, they have them listed as $8. That's a fair price. Oh, and before we get to the item that I'm going to keep this with, I did forget that they sent us snap caps. I love snap caps. It just proves that they really do listen to us. Because in, I want to say it was like, I think I can't remember if it was the December Glock Box or the Christmas. I think it was the Christmas Glock Box or the Christmas Tac Pack box where they sent us 223 snap caps. And I told them, I was like, hey, these would be wonderful if we could get them in our Glock box. And they sent them. And everybody knows snap caps are cool, boy. You gotta be cool, boy.
Boy, crazy boy. Stay loose, boy. Breeze it, buzz it, easy does it. Turn off the juice, boy. Go, man, go. But not like a yo-yo schoolboy. Just play it cool, boy. Real cool.
That was from West Side Story. For those of you uncultured swine out there.
Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.
You uncultured swine. What are you looking at, you hockey puck?
So, and actually, Steven Spielberg is going to redo West Side Story, and he's already getting flack for it, for being, you know, in this day and age, you can't do anything. You can't do a West Side Story anymore, which is basically Romeo and Juliet. If you do that, you're going to get canceled. So cancel culture is already all over Steven Spielberg about redoing one of America's greatest movies ever. So, anyway, snap caps are cool, boy. You gotta stay cool, boy. I really wish that we could do that nowadays. Like, you walk up to a guy and you have a problem, you pull out your switchblade, and then you just start snapping, and then you start singing and dancing, and then whoever sings and dances the best is the winner. And then you put your switchblade away, or maybe you switchblade it out and it's a comb. You comb your hair. But I digress. So they have those snap caps listed at $15, which is actually a wonderful price for 6 snap caps. Hell yeah, $15. That's not bad at all. And they sent us the big ticket item. This is a Vism rear sight installation tool. And like I was saying earlier, if your rear sight doesn't come with that little dimple to where you can actually just tap it on, you know, with a roll pin punch and a hammer, then this is something that you need. But more importantly, if your pistol is shooting a little bit left or a little bit right, then you can use this when you're out on the range to adjust, you know, your pistol to get back to center, so you don't have to use Kentucky windage. Now, for those of you that don't know what Kentucky windage is, I have included a classic instructional video for your enjoyment.
If you were shooting an old-time squirrel rifle with fixed sights, you'd have to guess at windage correction. You'd have to sort of aim into the wind a little.
Fetch a jug of corn. You can't get that thar crow that's run through the hay.
You're on.
Right smart wind blowing. I guess she'd take about 5 inches off toward the right.
That's what we call taking Kentucky windage. Aiming each shot into the wind by guesswork. And if you had nothing better than a hillbilly rifle, that's what you'd have to do.
Yeah, speaking about cancel culture, try to get away with that kind of stuff nowadays. Boy, they'll tell you them daggone rednecks, they'll have you canceled in about 3, 4, 5 seconds. Or was it 183 seconds? I don't know, Billy Bob. Where'd I put my chalk? So, so what this is, it comes in a very, very nice case. And unfortunately, I bought one of these about 8 months ago. 8 or 9 months ago. It was after they sent me the Glock Box 2.0. I was like, oh shoot, I wanted to build that Glock 34/17L Franken pistol. And I was using the sights that they sent us from the Glock Box 2.0. It's just like a little range plinker. I'm not going to, you know, obviously it's not going to be a concealed carry or anything crazy like that. So I went out and bought one of these. I bought it for $65. They have this one listed at $60. So that's a hell of a deal. And it's super easy. You just put your slide in here. You can raise this base or lower it so that your rear sight lines up in here. And then you just spin this to install You know, obviously you would roll it all the way to one side if you want to install, put your rear sight in there and then just, you know, work it all the way over. But like I said, if you're, you know, if you're shooting a little bit to the right, then, you know, just, you know, roll your rear sight over to the left a little. And as your rear sight rolls over to the left, that's going to force you to pull your front sight tip over to the left, get back to center. This is something that you don't even have to throw this in your range bag. It's got its own little carrying handle. You just take this bad boy with you next time that you're out shooting, and, you know, shoot off like 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure you're not jerking, bucking, you know, breathe, relax, aim, stop, squeeze, all the fundamentals of marksmanship, and then just adjust this accordingly. You know, okay, well, maybe you're, you know, 3 inches off to the left. Just, you know, add a little bit of right on there. Bam! Right back in the bullseye. I wish that I had waited to get this, because now I have 2 of these. Well, actually, technically, now I have 1 of these and my buddy gets a free 1 of these. And that's not fair because he did not put in on this.
Excuse me, brother. What we call drugs at 74th Street Baptist Church, we call us sin.
Well, around here, between Normandy and Weston, we call this here a little twin.
Wow.
Nigga.
Why don't you just give me a little bit for my cataract?
You didn't put in on this, man.
But hey, that's what friends are for. And the second to last thing that they sent us was a t-shirt. Like, I had a problem with this t-shirt. It's not very comfortable. It's you know, the sleeves are kind of a little bit too, you know, baggy, and it's when you first put it on. I've washed and worn this thing like 3 or 4 times, and I keep thinking, oh well, maybe if I wear it, it'll get better, but it doesn't. And I didn't like this. Like I said in my Glock Box 2.0, this is a little bit arrogant, I think. Maybe if they would have put it down here, like to dot the I, or to replace this O down here. But since then, TacPack has been sending us great t-shirts. You know, all of the t-shirts that they have been sending us have been wonderful. I am actually going to use one of the little knives that they sent us to open this. That's how much I love TacPack. They send you valuable, usable stuff. So, oh boy, this is a nice t-shirt. This is what I'm talking about, TacPack. You want to send us a t-shirt? This is nice. It's nice and thin, nice and light. I live in Southern California, and right now it's a beautiful day. It's only about 90 degrees, but we got this nice little breeze coming across. This is a nice thin shirt. If you're gonna wear black in Southern California, that t-shirt better be thin. But look at that. This is a nice design. No weird ass yellow pentagon thing with a parachute. You know, it says standard issue TacPack supply. Got a couple Glocks on there. Got a cowboy hat, the skull. You know, hey, look, and look, little teeny tiny logo down here. See, that's what I'm talking about, TacPack. Thank you.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
Yes, TacPack, you get a golf clap. This is a wonderful box. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about this box. You know, wearing a cowboy t-shirt like this, I might have to remind myself to behave when I go into the city.
Dime, ¿por qué tú no yippee-hi-yay pa' afuera,
Sonny, I don't think this fella likes us.
You know, don't go causing no trouble. Probably just don't speak English. Eddie.
Speak English? Savvy English? That's too bad, because I was going to tell you, your face looks like a hat full of assholes. Sonny, did you see what this pukehead just did?
Yeah, well, maybe if you weren't being so rude, Pepper, why don't you try a little politeness?
Politeness?
Politeness. We're in the city now.
Okay. Sir, I apologize for my rude behavior. I don't know what came over me. Bartender, could I get a beer for my new friend here?
Common courtesy goes a long way, Pepper.
Amazing, ain't it? Oh, here's your beer.
God damn it, Pepper!
If you haven't seen The Cowboy Way with Kiefer Sutherland and Woody Harrelson, I highly recommend seeing it. It's like a dramedy, I guess they would call it. You know, it's a little bit of drama, but mostly it's a comedy. And just for fun, they sent us a little magnet that you can throw on your fridge. It says the exact same thing as a t-shirt. You know, standard issue, Tac Pack supply. It says, you know, live free. I love it. I love it. This is a wonderful box. This is a great box. I hope that you all have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I hope that you use this weekend to be with your family and just to maybe take a moment out and remind yourselves of why we get these wonderful freedoms in America. You know, it's for those that lost their lives before us, those that serve today, and those that will serve tomorrow. Please enjoy the weekend. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye!